Many congratulations, Bharat. You have done it, and you have done it with above target in all the three domains. And I'm sure you must be feeling quite relieved, right? After having achieved above target in all the three domains.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khan. Well, you know the journey, right? You were there from the beginning till the end. So, the first attempt when I planned the first attempt in September, and I spoke to you, I told you what what I was going through, and what were my scores and what were my preparation, and you talked some sense into me. Ki don't rush it, because once you fail, then it might not seem much, but it's actually a setback to your confidence.
Yeah,
And
you have changed your exam date sometime.
yeah,
Maybe.
it was, yeah, so previously it was on 15th or 16th September, and then I pushed it by 1 month
Okay, okay, okay.
when I spoke to you. Yeah, so in that 1 month, I told you ki my aim was to just learn about how to do things, because I was already in a PMO role, but I come from a company where it's not the traditional PMO.
Hmm.
And PMP, and I was doing PMP because even though I was not in a traditional PMO role, I actually liked it.
Hmm.
So I read about it. That's how I came to know about PMP. I read about it. I got to know what it offers, and that's why I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do this really well.
Hmm.
And
Nice.
yeah, and that's what happened. That's what happened. I met you. I joined your classes. I did what you asked us, as in all the students, to do. I did it, and finally I came through.
Very nice. Excellent. Results matter, right? Ultimately, the outcome matters, and I believe in outcomes, nothing else. So, what exactly was your preparation steps? Let's say after my boot camp, you did some practice. I think some mock, right, just to test how you are
Yeah.
faring. So, how are you doing in the initial time when you started with a practice test or a full mock? What was your scoring pattern at that time?
Yeah, so in the beginning, where once I did first your classes and then your boot camp. I did both of them,
Hmm.
and post your boot camp, actually, I started revisiting your videos again.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I didn't touch mocks until I was sure that I'm clear of the concepts.
Okay.
So when I planned the exam in September, before that, I think I only took one mock, that was mock 12,
Hmm.
and I failed miserably. I told you,
Hmm.
ki it was not really good. The scores were not really good. And
Hmm.
then I spoke to you. Then you told me ki you need to prepare better.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And post my September, between a September attempt and October attempt, the
Hmm.
September attempt which I postponed to October,
Hmm.
this was the time when I actually started taking mocks seriously. I
Hmm.
started sitting 3.5 hours, because it was really hard at first.
Hmm.
I started understanding the pattern through which you should answer the questions,
Hmm.
actually, because you always said there are only two or three two choices where you are confused between two of them, and both of them are actually correct.
Hmm.
If you use them in real life scenario, both of them are actually correct. But the PMI mindset, what PMI wants,
Hmm.
that mindset came after 2 to 3 mocks.
Very good. Excellent. And what was your scores before that when you didn't do well? What was the score approximately?
So I my scores were they lied between 50 to 60%.
Okay, okay. And
Yeah.
then after all these refinement, what was your score when you did almost like a final mock before the main
Yeah,
exam?
so in mock one, as I told you, in first attempt I got 84% in mock one.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that was there was stark difference.
Right. And that shows, right? First attempt 84% means you're almost like guaranteeing yourself that you're
Yeah,
going to hit above target in the main exam. If you just stay calm in the exam and treat it like a mock. Was the exam easy, by the way?
I think I would say I really can't. I really didn't understand what was the level, because I have seen all types of questions.
Hmm.
Right, I have came through because in when I was giving mocks, all the scenarios were covered, and
Okay.
same type of questions there were in the exam. So
Hmm. Hmm.
I was not surprised by any of the question,
Hmm.
but I didn't keep my hopes up. I was like, "Ki, I'm ready for whatever the result will be,"
Right.
and fortunately, the result was very good.
Very good, right? So you went relaxed, you went prepared, you did all the scenarios because I've covered every single scenario which is expected by PMI as per their expectation,
Yeah,
and thoroughly 10, 12 marks, like 2,185 questions. It's quite a lot, right? And it's fun also. It's like not like boring reading books and everything, right? It's all about
that's
solving
fun. Yeah.
life scenario.
And most importantly, when you get so the wherever I was getting my answers wrong, or wherever my approach was not right, it was post the mock, I could revisit the solutions of the questions, and those solutions actually help.
Right,
Those solutions actually, because uh, when you get the answers right, you don't know what you did right, but when you get the answers wrong and then you read why it was wrong, that's
right,
when the PMI mindset, which you always talk about, that a PMI needs PMI wants you to answer questions in a pattern, in a way. So the solution, revisiting the solution, tells you what is that pattern, what is that mindset, what is the thinking.
right, right. Good. So your exam was fun as well because you did a lot of practice. And
Yeah.
after the exam, how was the response?
You were the first phone call I made when I came out.
Right.
Yeah, but when I came out, I just called you. I was actually very surprised. I'm actually very happy. Well, after a long time, because it's been 6 years. I did my MBA in 2019. Post that, it was the first thing I actually read. I sat, I studied.
Right.
Yeah, so it was a really, it's very amazing feeling, and the response, as you can see, my colleagues who know about this, they
Hmm.
were all praises for me. Yeah, you
Hmm.
did it. It's very hard, and post that also, I got many messages from everyone. Ki, how did you do it? From where did you do it? Guide us,
Yeah.
tell us.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Interestingly, you didn't do all those things which everyone does, that they follow that book, this Udemy, that the YouTube,
no,
all
nothing,
those,
nothing.
nothing, nothing. Only one
I
focus
think
on.
the funda is keep it simple.
Hmm. Hmm.
Just stick to basics. Stick to things that work.
Yes, that works for all the above target scorers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. So
because
what is
I've
your
seen
recommendation of?
before me, I think there were 11, more than 1100 plus people who have scored above target in your batch, right?
Right, right.
So it's a testimony to your syllabus or the structure you have made.
Correct. So it gets refined every single day. Let me tell you this. Every single time, I'll see what is expected in the latest, what is happening in the industry. I take into consideration now. I'm working on the artificial intelligence part of it. So a lot of these things are getting refined for PMI-CP as well. PMI-CP, PMI-ACP, the latest one, world's
Yeah.
first authorized PMI-ACP is delivered by one day me. And I'm creating structured content, structured this thing, especially the mocks, right? That is very, very important, right? Because whatever material you get, more than that, you need to have customization, which is more suited for results. Okay, that is what I focus on. And PMI-CP particularly, there is nothing available in the market in terms of the mocks and everything. So people are reaching me out because I
Yeah.
also cracked above target in all the
Yeah.
four.
And congratulations to you too on that.
Right. So I keep trying testing myself, otherwise, how will I do the justice to others? If I don't
Yes.
put myself into the fire, I can't help others to become successful, right? So I really
Correct.
do that, and I'm creating that which will help them a lot to go and crack be a DAVSC, DAC, PMI-CP, PMI-ACP, PMP, PGMP, CAPM, and so on and so forth. So this is what, and I think your advice will definitely help many people there out in the market, that they were looking for one mentor, one system, proven, which can give them good results, and not only results, even the maturity in terms of how you are handling the scenarios. Did that change
Correct.
by any chance? Did the maturity level change after this?
Uh, Actually, I don't know what happens to other, but post certificate, you feel validated. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm definitely feeling validated.
And
I
confident, right?
Yeah,
Confident in
yeah,
handling anything. Let me tell you, many people have used my guidance of the business environment and things like that and cracked CXO level interviews. So from your batches itself, I'm talking about people from your batches. They did
yeah.
one in Australia, the other person in India and US, and so on and so forth. So that is an advantage they get. So good. What is your advice for people who are appearing for any of the PMI certifications ahead?
Well, first of all, be sure that you want to do it. Just don't do it because people are doing it.
Correct.
Because it's not a easy. To be honest, it's not easy. It's really not easy. You have to put in hours. And I think most of the people are doing it are working, right? So you have your 9 to 5 jobs, right? Over that, you'll have to study, you will have to give your mocks, you have to start any kinds of classes, most preferably one demi. But you have you if you don't have the commitment, don't go for it until you are prepared to provide that, because
Correct.
it's not easy. It looks very hunky dory from outside, but it
Right.
actually takes a lot
Correct.
to do it. It takes a toll on you.
How many hours you used to put yourself like in the preparation time?
So keeping mocks aside, before mocks, I revisited your videos a lot, and made
Constantly.
sure that flip cards which you provided, because what I mean, you tend to forget things.
Hmm.
What does RASI stand for? What
Hmm.
does VUCA stand for example? So you tend to forget things, right? So the flip cards are very, because it's like a dictionary. It's a one-stop shop for everything. If you forget some term, you just go there and you just read about it, and everything comes back to you.
Very nice. Good, good. Thank you. It was amazing. It's a hard work which paid well. Results matter the most. And I keep telling I handhold you till you are successful in your journey, right? And beyond this as well, beyond whatever you have achieved, even ahead, the journey continues. Thank you once again, Bharat, for your
Thank
valuable
you.
time and inspiring people.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Khan. Thank you so much. And all the best.